there is a severe weather outbreak potential building up across the U.S., and it's going to span from Friday to Saturday. And so let's check it. So let's check out. So let's check it out. Here's the day one outlook. It's nothing interesting. Not super. There's a marginal risk of severe weather, very small tornado potential. I doubt much will come out of this system or storm. But then day 2, we've got a moderate risk with a 45 hatched area for, I think, wind gusts of like 70 to 80 miles an hour. So you should probably secure down stuff like trampolines. And then the biggest concern, the day 3 outlook, there's a 45% chance of severe weather. And people are really worried about this system. People are saying that a high risk is possible. Some have even said that it's likely, like in this moderate area. And I'm gonna show y'all why in just a second. Alright, as we head over to pivotal weather, as you can see, let me just go to the Saturday. As you can see, so the Friday storm is still going to be like, it's still gonna happen. There's still some wind potential. Also, by the way, this system is down at 974 millibars at this point, which is absolutely crazy. You can see that storm system continues off to the northeast, and people in this area could get some wind, rain. Alright, and as this system moves on, this is also going to keep going to the northeast. As you can see, there are now storms starting to pop up over here. As you can see, these storms will start to fire off. And as you can see, this is the hodograph and other stuff. As you can see, possible hazard type is tornado. So y'all have to be aware if you are in this area right here. As we continue throughout the day, as you can see, these storms, they start to pop up more. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a line of thunderstorms with a couple discrete cells out in front of it, and I might do a live chase, and I am actually confident that I will be out there. So subscribe if y'all want to see severe weather coverage and a live storm chase. Continuing for Saturday, I think this is like way into the afternoon. You can see there's still some storms up here, but there's also some down here. And at this point, I think this system would just continue to move off and just kind of have the same kind of setup. And this is the moisture that is being pulled in from the Gulf of America. Ugh, it hurts to say that. The Gulf, I'm just gonna say the Gulf. From the Gulf. As you can see, there's a lot of moisture here. So I've actually got a buddy of mine. He's really good at forecasting. And he said that there is a weather factor that would limit a high risk. But with the amount of CAPE that there is, it cancels out the fact that there can't be a high risk. Which brings us to the CAPE. As you can see, the CAPE is like almost up into the it's like up in the 2000s over here, which you can see, which is honestly kind of crazy. You can see this energy just keeps building and then moving up. As you can see, look at this. It's CAPE in the 2000s, like, and now it'll continue to move off to the east, and I think it also expands a little. So and then as you can see, I think this is as we go into the afternoon. Yep, as we go into the afternoon, and so this is like around the end of the day. The CAPE will still be pretty high. Like still up in the 2000s, like almost in the 3000s, which is absolutely crazy. Now for the wind shear. Alright guys, this is the wind shear. Now as you can see, the wind shear, it's, as you can see, I think you can see the negatively tilted trough, I think, on wind shear. I think it's a wind shear thing. I'm not still 100% sure. As you can see though, the wind shear will be pretty good down here, which will probably lead to a good amount of tornadoes. Now the supercell composite will be kind of high. As you can see over in this area, it's like 6, 7, all of that crazy stuff. Like there is a lot. Up here it gets to 10, gets to 9 down here. I don't know why it says 13 off in the ocean, but there, like, I think there could be a really big, this could be a really big event. This increases. This one jumps up to 23. I have not seen numbers like that ever since I started using Pivotal Weather. As you can see, these values will jump. Like, they will jump. Like, this Saturday could end up as a full-blown tornado outbreak. I'm not over-exaggerating. Most forecasters are not exaggerating when they say Saturday could be a full-blown tornado outbreak with a high risk possible. So this is the day of main concern. This is still concerning. So there will actually be a bowing segment of storms, which you can actually kind of see that by the kind of the curvature. And by around midnight to like 1 a.m., some supercell activity will be happening around this area. So there could be some midnight tornadoes. So if you are in this enhanced risk, I would recommend staying up pretty late on Friday night to be sure that you are awake when these storms come through your area, especially if you're like down in the south. But again, this is the day of main concern. They could issue a high risk. So I actually learned something today. The Storm Prediction Center is not allowed to issue a high risk on a day 3 outlook. I'm not 100% sure why, but I guess it makes sense. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this weather forecast, and I hope you stay safe in this severe weather, because there are a ton of people under the gun for the next couple of days. So if you are in those areas that I mentioned, be sure to be aware. You need to probably think of an action plan right around now, if you can. And stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all in the next forecast video.